Princess Kate Middleton, pictured here when she was definitely alive, hasn't been seen since the end of December. Now, for any normal person, taking time out of the public eye is, frankly, perfectly normal. But for a member of the royal family, people start to wonder and question, where have they gone if they don't make public appearances? Being a member of the royal family, Princess Kate has a perfectly well-oiled PR machine, and they made it very clear that Princess Kate is simply recovering from an abdominal surgery she received in January. Now, of course, this didn't satiate the internet, who wants to know everything about anything all the time. Was that a movie? Bruh. And because of that, we did receive this off-the-cuff picture, a sighting of Kate in the wild with her mother. We can see her here being driven around by her non-royal mother. Kind of looks a bit weird because, like, this lady is going to be the next queen and she's just chilling in a passenger vehicle. It was kind of an interesting image, but this is pretty much all we've seen of her since the end of December. Until a few days ago when her social media account posted this supposedly doctored image. Oh my God, this is so embarrassing. This is the wrong image. This is Prince Andrew with Ghislaine Maxwell, the madam of Jeffrey Epstein, with his arm around an underage Virginia Giuffre, an accuser of Jeffrey Epstein. Oh, and she's also accused Prince Andrew himself of sexual assault. How did this image get here? This is the wrong one. Give me a sec. This was the image that was posted to Princess Kate's social media page. As we can see here, it's a smiling photo, her with the family, her with the kids, minus the husband, of course. And to most onlookers, this photo looks perfectly benign. A bunch of smiling kids, a smiling mother. I think it's a bit odd that the kids all kind of have their mouth open. That's a weird photo. I know it's old fashioned, but like, you guys are royals. I thought you were above like sticking your tongue out in photos. But hey, what the hell do I know? You see, this photo was a Mother's Day post. As you can see, the caption here says, "Thank you for your kind wishes and continued support over the last 2 months. Wishing everyone a happy Mother's Day. C for Catherine. Prince Catherine, otherwise known as Princess Kate." Now here's a full version of the image that we're looking at. For the passing observer, it probably just looks like a perfectly fine family photo. What's the big deal? Well, some keen-eyed observers took a bit of a closer look at this image that was posted to Princess Kate's social media, and a lot of people had some questions about a few areas of the image. You can see here, for example, her right hand, pictured here on the left, is quite blurry, whereas her left hand on the right is not. If we scroll down a little here, this sleeve area of her daughter is like weirdly fading out. You can see there the sleeve kind of like has this weird fade. It looks very photoshopped, frankly. People also felt, I guess, that the way her hair blended into her son's chest was a bit odd. Now, for the extremely conspiratorial minded out there, this is another version with every supposed Photoshop edit circled. You can go ahead and pause and zoom in if you want to really go crazy with it. I mean, if we take a look at a couple of the circles here, I mean, this image is particularly like conspiratorial. I'm not sure if every one of these instances is like a direct proof of Photoshop, but clearly people found a lot of inconsistencies in the photos, and the internet, let's just say, did not want to stay quiet about this being potentially not a real photo. In fact, here from The Conversation, we have an article that says, yes, Kate Middleton's photo was doctored, but so are a lot of images we see today. I'm not going to go through this full article, but they basically say that a lot of photos can end up being photoshopped because some phones use AI, and that like in the cloud they do some subtle editing. But I'm calling BS on that because I think there is more going on here. So here we have a tweet from Adam Parker of Sky News, who's telling us a little bit about something called the EXIF data of the photo. Now that might sound a little like nerdy and stuff, but basically EXIF data is like metadata that comes with a photo that gives you a bit of information about what has been done to the photo or like where it was taken and all that kind of thing. I don't fully understand it myself, but that's what this guy did. He looked into all the techie side of things. And you can see here, he says, the image has been saved in photo editing software Adobe Photoshop 2 times on an Apple Mac. The first at 9:54 p.m. on Friday night. The second save was at 9:39 a.m. on Saturday morning. So we have 2 instances of a Photoshop save going on here, which means that there was definitely some actual doctoring done to this photo. They were able to identify the camera and the location. However, the date of the photo is still unknown, and that will be an important conspiracy point later. But you see, then the hammer came down and speculation turned to confirmation because the AP, the Associated Press, issued this what's called kill notification, which is kind of an interesting name for that. It sounds like they're sending out the message for the royal family to just kill Kate. Like, she messed up. She posted a wrong photo. Just kill her. Oh my Lord. Rip Diana, by the way. I mean, she knew what a kill notification was. But yes, the AP issued this kill notification, which basically reads, clients, please be advised that the following story has been killed and should no longer be used. This is in reference to the photo that was going around. And this represents a decision made by multiple media organizations to not run the photo, to not post it and not publish it in any articles because it was clearly and obviously doctored. Ooh. But you see, this is where the conspiracies get a little bit crazy, but also fun. So let's have a look and let's have some fun. Here we have a post where somebody is alleging that this photo, she says, holy shit, I just did this myself and it's a pixel perfect fit. Genuinely, it's 100% that this is the Vogue cover photo photoshopped in. So we see here, this is a photo where a Vogue shoot that she did a couple of months ago, I think, is being overlaid onto this image. And we can see in the second image, they've got like a side-by-side of the two photos. Another user then replied, your post inspired me to have a crack too, and it really is pixel perfect. The details around her right eye with the shadow, dark patch and wrinkles, it's identical, not just it's the same person. Okay, so this is a photo of them overlaying the original photo and the Vogue photo shoot cover on top so it can illustrate how similar the two photos are. Now, I want to say I don't personally buy into this conspiracy. It looks a bit tricky to me. I mean, the lighting is quite different, so I don't know if it's the same photo. I mean, newsflash, if somebody has a distinct face and they take more than one photo with the same face, then you would be able to overlay those two photos and the face would look similar. So I'm not saying that it's not the Vogue photo being overlaid on, but I'm also not 100% convinced on this one. Just to be clear, this was the Vogue photo they were talking about from, I think, the end of last year. People then obviously took it and overlaid it. I don't know. I don't know if the lighting's different enough or if it is the same photo. I don't know. I mean, it's compelling and it's a cool little video effect, but I don't know, man. Okay. But if you really want to see the conspiratorial minds that are cooking up some absolutely amazing theories over on the internet, let's take a look at this TikTok that I saw reposted on Twitter. Let's just let this lady explain what's going on here. Okay, this creator is Ali Naston on TikTok. Let's have a look what she has to say about this photo controversy.
I know by now we all know that this photo has probably been photoshopped to hell and back, but I've been doing some research and I really believe that this photo was taken back in November of 2023 or some version of this photo. And if you don't believe me that this photo is really photoshopped or fake or whatever, then...
So she shows the AP kill notification that we just looked at.
I'm not going to waste your time pointing out all the different evidence of Photoshop. It's all over Twitter. Just go look.
We already did that.
I'm going to say, let's take a really good look at these outfits. Okay, so in November, Kate and her kids went to a baby bank and put together a charity video that dropped in December. Kate Middleton, you know that people obsessively track her fashion. So of course I was able to find a bunch of blogs breaking down exactly what she was wearing. Now, yeah, I know that the sweater in her picture was black, but stick with me because it's photoshopped. I think they changed around the clothes on the photo. But look at these boots and look at the pants. This is the exact sweater. It's from a company called Rice, I believe.
Okay.
Neckline, and look at this part right here.
So she effectively goes on here to do a little bit of fashion conspiracy theorizing, saying that this sweater looks a lot like the white sweater she wore at a previous event. So she's basically alleging that what happened with the kids is that they were wearing the same outfit as that day, as well as Kate, and the Photoshop was changing the colors of the outfits on the kids, changing the colors of the outfit on Kate, so that people, eagle-eyed viewers, wouldn't notice that it was the same outfits that she and her kids were wearing as they were wearing in this December fundraiser or whatever thing filmed in November.
Her daughter's wearing the same exact sweater with the ruffled neck, with the same exact shoes, and possibly the same tights. Now, yes, this skirt is different, but that is one of the most glaring Photoshop issues in this photo that a lot of people have noticed. right here with
Oh,
the skirt
yeah.
juts out and it doesn't make any sense. So
That skirt looks
additionally, a lot of
sus.
people noticed right here where they messed up the sleeves.
The wrist, it's all obvious.
They probably took this photo the day of that event back in November when they filmed it. It didn't see the light of day until December, but I think they filmed it in November. But of course, they're not going to release a picture that's supposed to be brand new with them all in the same outfits from a publicized event. So they just kind of tinkered it a little bit. I don't know. I'm sure a lot of you will call me crazy, and I'm used to it. So go ahead.
All right. Well, thank you, Ali. I don't personally think you're crazy. That was a very informative conspiracy video. So thank you. Of course, go check out Ali, where I assume she's going to be posting more royal conspiracies. I don't know what content she does. But there you have a bit of online theorizing showing just how deep this conspiracy goes. A lot of people have a lot of theories about what the hell is going on here. But you see, in the age of Twitter discourse and everybody having their say, one columnist was brave enough to stand above the rest and make a bold claim. Here we have Celia Walden, a writer for The Telegraph, who says, okay, already grammatical error. People think the public own the rights to her mental and physical state. What happened to manners, grace, and sensitivity? Now, that's an interesting question. Personally, I think when a family lives off of the taxpayer's dime, they kind of have a little bit less of a right to privacy than like an ordinary person who actually pays taxes as opposed to just living off of other people's. But I don't know. I'm sure this writer has a principled view and has been consistent in this position throughout the years. Unless actually what she did do is write an article a few years ago saying Meghan can't demand privacy for baby Archie while asking the public to fund her family's lifestyle. I wonder what's the difference between Kate Middleton and Meghan Markle. Yeah, I mean, this is just completely shameless. Like, look at this from 2024, March. The shameful speculation about the Princess of Wales's health has to stop. Versus from July of 2019, Meghan can't demand privacy for baby Archie while asking the public to fund her family's lifestyle. Which is it? Do members of the royal family have a right to privacy or not? Because it seems like you don't really have a consistent answer on that, Celia. Oops. But with all this kerfuffle and multiple media organizations basically confirming that the image was 100% doctored, what was the fallout? What happened? Did anyone fess up to what went down? Well, somebody did take the fall, and that somebody ended up being Princess Kate herself. We have a headline here. Kate Middleton apologizes over royal Photoshop fail, saying she experimented with editing. Huh? Firstly, let's just go back to this Instagram post. It says, wishing everyone a happy Mother's Day. Now, you're telling me this photo, which is supposed to be here to celebrate... So you're telling me this photo, intended to celebrate Mother's Day, was basically slaved over by Princess Kate for like hours or, you know, who knows how long so that she could do what? Ruin her daughter's sleeve? Like, firstly, I don't really believe that it was her. I mean, call me cynical, but I don't think much of the royal family has practical skills in like anything. So I don't know how she would even know how to do Photoshop. And again, I don't get why she would have done this. I mean, to be fair, I don't get why any member of the royal family's PR team would have done this either. But I just find it a weird stretch to say that Kate Middleton was experimenting with editing on a Mother's Day photo that she knew would be her first public image in months. Like, that doesn't pass the smell test for me. Now, she did release a statement. The statement reads, like many amateur photographers, I do occasionally experiment with editing. I wanted to express my apologies for any confusion the family photograph we shared yesterday caused. I hope everyone celebrating had a very happy Mother's Day. C. Now, as very keen-eyed conspiracy theorists have noted, this letter reads quite like a yell for help. It's not pretty, folks. She needs help. But this saga cannot just be something that entertains the online masses. The big corporations had to get involved somehow and try and squeeze this story for every little penny that it's worth, because we see here breaking. ITV has announced that Sheridan Smith, pictured here, has been cast as Kate Middleton in an upcoming 6-part drama, The Lost Princess. this autumn. And here they are on BBC, some old bloke announcing that recent news.
ITV is doing this series now, just announced, with Sheridan Smith, called The Lost Princess, coming later in the year.
Like, can nothing just be fun? Like, can we not just have fun with something? Can the internet not just have something that the corporations don't take and like destroy with every bit of their being? We'll finish this off with a couple of laughs. We have here someone saying, I can't see any image manipulation here at all. And I think they're right. Not sure what issue the news agencies have with this Kate Middleton photo. And as we can see here, this image, it's performing in completely natural ways. There's no Photoshop going on whatsoever. I mean, this is normal, natural. This is family fun, guys. Shout out the royal family. I can't deny it. This is so creepy because like the way these AI things get the faces to move, it's just like this photo was already kind of giving off creepy Shining vibes, but now like this is kind of a horror teaser. Like, my God. And lastly, I'll leave you with this goof. This is someone joking on the situation, says, I'd have gotten away with it if it wasn't for that pesky Photoshop. And here we have Kate being revealed that she is actually, yes, oh no, it's Will hiding in disguise. He's ruling the family like a puppet from above. Yeah, folks, I'll tell you my theory to wrap things up here. Now, here's my conspiracy, and this might be a hot take. I like to think that she did get a constant irritation removed from her abdomen. And by that, I mean that I think she's divorcing Will, or she's trying to like leave the royal family, or not necessarily leave the royal family, but just get away from Will's allegedly cheating ass. Now, I'm not going to present any proof that Prince Will is a cheater, but as we can see here by this picture of Prince Will at the BAFTAs, I don't have all that much confidence in his ability to please women very, very much. So it would certainly be juicy and spicy if she was actually trying to leave his ass. And that was kind of my first thought, like, why would she post a photo with just her and her kids, like no husband? I thought that was really weird. And the idea that she's been away for all this time with being seen with her mom, and the details of her surgery haven't really been released, which I mean is fine. Like, we don't need to know exactly what surgery she's getting done, but I don't know, man. If we're going to conspiracy theorize, I think we could be having a bit of a scorned lover situation going on here. I don't know if Willie's been cheating around, if Kate's been, you know, I don't know, maybe she was at the Olympics and she saw a bunch of the fit swimmers or something. I have no idea. I mean, those royal guards are in pretty good shape, so she's got a whole lot of eye candy. I don't know, Will. You gotta punch a bit higher than, you know, whatever the hell you got going on here. This is just, oh boy. What's that, Will? Your wife's leaving you? Good, fantastic. Good stuff, buddy. All right. Well, that was very off the cuff and very unscripted. And we just had a bit of fun there with a bit of a news story, a bit of a topic there, folks. We just had some fun. That's what we do. That's what we're trying to do. And if you want to give me a chance, come back, subscribe, like, you know, stay abreast with what I've got cooking, then feel free to do so. And if you do, then hopefully I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching this video. All the best. Goodbye.